Hello everyone, welcome to another version of Drew's Garage. Today I am taking this one step further. It's looked like in the past when I've done these YouTube videos, I'm basically just kind of showing you what I do and not really talking about how it relates to you. So today I'm printing some sweatshirts for the third time for Starfish Company in Cortez, Florida. You can see we write Cortez, Florida right on there. So when people buy these sweatshirts, they not only wear them, also advertise for Starfish, but at the same time they take them back up north if they're snowbirds or wherever, maybe buy them for a gift for Christmas, and then it's a Christmas present from Florida. So I'm printing two different colors. This is mid heather gray, and these are navy. So to be able to print on screen print, these are screen printed transfers I'm using. To print on dark and light colors, you have to have two different colors of ink. So for years I've had the two different colors that we've settled into for the Starfish. I'm going to go ahead and preheat the garment for just a few seconds. We're going to print two sweatshirts, and I'll explain while I'm doing this how it might relate to you. So we're going to go ahead and grab the bright blue print. This is bright blue. We're going to go ahead and place it where I know it goes. From printing the other two larges that were over there, we place it, pin it for 8 seconds, and voila, we have the front done on this sweatshirt. Now normally I like to print all my fronts and then all my backs. It's just a little more exciting, maybe a little more boring, but it's a little easier as well. So right now I'm going to take this and turn this sweatshirt over, and I'm going to lay out the back. And it might take a few seconds trying to do this with one hand. Sweatshirts, normally with a t-shirt, this is where the collar starts in the front that I can feel here. I don't want to print over that or the print won't work. It will cut out from that seam. So I'll go ahead and line this up. But I usually would put this over the edge, but I don't today because these sweatshirts don't go all the way down. I would press a crease in this part at the bottom that sort of comes together there as far as not being exactly flat. This process, everything has to be flat. So what I do is I look over here and see the amount of distance from the edge of the platen to that seam, and I go ahead and try to adjust this to be the same spot so that we get these centered. Okay, so now I'm doing the preheat process. I have the print in place, and I'm ready to print. So wasn't able to see over here really well, but that looks just perfect. This side seemed to be over a little bit, so I moved it back, and now this is a large, so we go ahead and put it a little bit lower in the back than you would a medium or a small. So there we go. So now we're printing the back of a Starfish Company sweatshirt, navy sweatshirt, bright blue imprint. And I can begin to talk to you about how this relates to you. If you have a business and you have the possibility of retailing these shirts, you can make money while getting advertising, paid advertising as well. So the second shirt I'm going to do here is an extra large athletic gray is what we call this. Athletic heather, rather. Heather is a material, if you're not familiar with it, it's popular these days. You're seeing it all over, where they have a little mottled kind of look in it so that it's not a solid. So we call it heather as opposed to gray. Okay, so now I believe this is another large, so that's good. So again, from what I saw before, assuming these sweatshirts were made the same, then that distance is going to be the same. Centering these things and getting the graphic straight is more important than placement. Placement, I've told you before, I like to err towards the middle of the shirt. I don't think it's good to be wearing the graphic off to the side where people can't see it. So I tend to print towards the collar. So I'll show you that right now. All right, so I know where it goes from the last shirts. I go ahead and print it, but I'm not wanting to go too far over. I am looking at the distance from the seam So I'm getting it placed. That's close enough. All right, so now we're printing navy blue ink on Athletic Heather. So of course the bright blue may have shown up, but it doesn't show up as well. And you get into some other colors like, let's say, if you were printing on other colors, the bright blue would only be for darks. On lights, like a light blue, it wouldn't even show up. And on maroon and things like that, it shows up, but it actually doesn't match the color really well. So sometimes colors need to change, even if it's a mid-range color. So having both of the color inks on the transfers is a real advantage. So we were talking about how this relates to you. So if you got a business and you have ability to sell some t-shirts to your friends, family, and customers, then this is an excellent way to have me print for you and for you to make money and get your t-shirts on people's backs. So the advantage is that you're not having to print these. You just have to buy them. I'll take care of the rest, and then you go ahead and sell them, and then I will keep track with you on how fast they're selling and what is selling, so that we're replacing those items that are selling best. So this company here, over the last 3 months, has ordered about 50 sweatshirts a month. 150 sweatshirts sold, has generated well in excess of $1,000 profit for this company, as well as providing Christmas presents and shirts for staff to wear to work when it's cold, and a number of other advantages to putting their logo out there. Anyone knows anything about branding, this is a great way to brand. So please contact me at 863-679-1000. Let's talk about printing some shirts for you.